You're going to come on the UK Americana Bar show, aren't you? Obviously.
Yeah.
Right, you're coming down to see us, right? And plus, I want to get a great photograph of you too, to the camera.
Of course.
So how's that?
I can't begin to understand how you were walking hand in hand with people who share this world. If I can just be half the girl I see when I look at you. So tell me about all the things you did when your jeans were flat and your hair was big. Screens of grey, what's it like to play my role back then? I was hoped you'd never look back, 'cause everyone knows that the world ain't flat. Sit you down and turn me around to way back then.
Yes.
Well, welcome here to the Little Rabbit Barn here in Colchester, one of the more prestigious gigs of the Americana scene. And on tonight's bill is Ward Thomas.
Hello.
I'm very excited. Thank you for joining me on the show. Really appreciate it. I've got to tell you, my little girl actually introduced me to you girls. She found you on YouTube and said, "Dad, look at these girls. They're really, really great." And I said, "Well, what are they called?" And she said, "Well, one's called Ward and one's called Thomas." So I said, "Right, where are they from?" And she said, "An ugly town, a town called Ugly."
Oh,
Which is one of your songs.
So,
right?
I mean, it's very near here, but we're not from near Ugly, unfortunately.
Right.
I'd
Which
like
one's
to.
Lizzie and Catherine?
I'm Lizzie and that's Catherine.
Catherine, right. So obviously that's the right way.
Yeah, you got it first time. Some people mix us up, but I think we look so different. So.
Do you know what? You girls are the talk of the town at the moment in the country Americana world, actually, especially in the UK. You know, Bob Harris has gone crazy about you. You've got a guy, Alan Cackett, ex-editor of the Maverick magazine, thinks you're one of the greatest things that come out of the UK. So listen, where do you get this inspiration from? You know, why is this it's going so well? I mean, I know your songs are great. You're back and forth to Nashville quite a lot. You must be fantastic for you.
Well, like, we've always loved country, but our grandma's always loved the old classics like Loretta Lynn and Patsy Cline. We really got the inspiration when we were about 15, when our cousin from Canada came over, and she introduced us to people like the Dixie Chicks, Carrie Underwood, Miranda Lambert, Zach Brown Band, and we were just completely sold.
Is that both of you? Then you both?
Yeah, I mean, we both started listening to her, and we, the Dixie Chicks specifically, we were in a choir at our convent school, so I always sang the alto parts and Lizzie sang the soprano, so we were naturally always harmonising. And then we heard Dixie Chicks, and that's country music, and harmony, and it was like, this is what we're meant to do.
You really remind me of the Everly Brothers, but purely because of how close their harmonies were together. You two are perfect when you both sing together, aren't you? Which is quite rare to get, you know, it's very hard to get that.
It does help that we're together 100% of our whole time, so I think that does help. I mean,
yeah,
we don't have a moment
the family thing.
You're from Hampshire, aren't you?
We are.
And you were brought up on a farm, is that right?
Yep.
Oh my God, so that's pretty cool.
So we're country girls.
You are country girls. So when you write, I mean, do you work off of each other when you write some stuff, and how does that work?
We do. It's always different. It's a massive, collaborative thing,
effort,
and like sometimes, like I come up with a melody, and then Catherine has a line, like push for the stride. Our dad taught us that, you know, we rode horses. We grew up riding horses, and it all came from pushing for the stride before you jumped a fence. And we thought that was quite cool with picking yourself up when you're down. We had that line for ages.
Yeah, sure.
And then we finally wrote a song about it. So
John Lennon once used to write songs, and he'd write an idea, he'd get a melody idea, and he'd write egg, chips, bacon, beans. Egg, chips, bacon, beans, right the way through the song. So imagine if you hadn't changed it to Imagine, it would have been egg, chips, bacon, beans.
Eggs and chips
and bacon. Hey, that's another title for a song.
Doesn't quite work, anything.
So what does the future hold now? You're on tour now here in the UK, right? And then our little birdie tells me you're off to Nashville again, is that right?
Yeah, well, before we go to Nashville, we're on tour again. We're going and doing another UK tour in November with the Shires. So
Shires,
it's our first co-headline, and we're really excited about that one because, firstly, we get on well with the Shires. They're good friends of ours.
Yeah.
And we're doing a slightly bigger venues than what we've done this tour around. And we get to see some cities that we didn't manage to hit last time, including Belfast and Dublin, which isn't actually the UK, so I don't know what it's called, UK tour. I don't know what to call it.
UK Americana.
Yeah, a tour around the UK.
Well, we're really excited because us and the Shires, we're in this all together, and we're trying to make country big in England.
But it's so great
and we're doing it, with another band.
I mean, there's a festival called Yeehall that we're playing with next week, and we've got Midwinterfest in not next week,
Tomorrow.
Midwinterfest in January, and it's just there are so many people from all around the UK that have loved country music.
Yeah,
and been
absolutely. It's
playing
gone
it.
through the roof at the moment, isn't it? It's
Yeah, like
country,
Raintown,
It's crazy.
from Scotland. We played with them, and so I think all of us, if we just like club
Group
together,
together.
we can,
Now listen, before you go, I know you're about to go into the little barn, the little rabbit barn, which is just calling you now to see the guy with the red light. You're going to come on the UK Americana Bar show, aren't you? Obviously.
Yeah.
Right, you're coming
Yeah.
down to see us, right?
Definitely.
And plus, I want to get a great photograph of you too to the camera.
Of course.
So how's that?
Now I question how we changed that generation games I wanna play. From big to small, I know you've seen it all, and now I live my life for things you gave. You felt like you were in a safer place, didn't have to hide your face just to fit within the rules. And the world's all yours, so tell me about all things you did when your jeans were flat and your hair was big. Shades of grey, what's it like to play my role back then? I was told to never look back, 'cause everyone knows that the world ain't flat. Sit me down and turn me around to way back when. We got to keep it all alive and help your history survive. Respect the people who came before us. Now tell me what you think about this. Can you see all the things that we miss? So we'll begin to write stories of our own. Tell me about all the things you did when your jeans were flat and your hair was big. Shades of grey, what's it like to play my role back then? I was told to never look back, 'cause everyone knows that the world ain't flat. Sit me down and turn me around to way back when. Tell me about all the things you did when your jeans were flat and your hair was big. Shades of grey, what's it like to play my role back then? I was told to never look back, 'cause everyone knows